what exactly and why exactly the Bulgaria being in news. The Tamil Nadu sends charcoal samples for AMS dating. Now let us understand about the Vistar, India's first indigenous diving support vessel, which is in recent district. STG Index 2023-24 was released recently, so we'll understand particular becomes again very strategically important place. Over 1,000 earthquakes hit Toka Islands, Japan. India is ranked the 4th most equal society in the World Bank. Google launched AME API. Tribhuvan Sahakari University, so the India's first cooperative, which is Talas initiative for tribal student in. Astronaut Subhanshu Shukla, who we can claim proudly CRISPR-Cas9 used in Vatsala, was elephant. Hi, welcome to SLNSIASACADEMY. My name is SIDDESH and I am a mentor and faculty of SLNSIASACADEMY. And in this session, we are going to discuss something very unique program that we have launched, and that is our current affairs weekly roundup. And in this we will be covering all week of current affairs in one single module, and so we are covering from 7th July to 12th July. So whatever the major events and the important events that took place in the in the national and the international event, we are covering it in the holistic way while linking with the UPSC syllabus, and also linking with the PYQs, and also giving you the proper analysis and understanding of each and every topic of the given topics. So now so going to the topics. Yes, so every year we get to see the Bulgaria being in the newspaper and in the PYQs, and in most of the competitive exams we get European countries to be exclusively used as a tool to catch the students' attention. And as this year also we got to see in the question paper, so Bulgaria being a strategic country in the European countries, so which is having a very crucial importance, and with respect to the UPSC exam, yes, this plays a very crucial role, and we'll understand this become all of a sudden the news. And so now let us know what exactly and why exactly the Bulgaria being in news in this week. So Bulgaria to join the Eurozone from 2026. So first of all, basically we should understand why Bulgaria is joining Eurozone, and so far why didn't join the Eurozone. So there are already 20 countries in Eurozone, and Eurozone is nothing but a group of countries who are having the common currency of Euro, and so all the 20 countries are having it, and so except few of the countries, and now the Bulgaria is also being welcomed to the Eurozone. And now let us understand why exactly it became to the point of news. So why it was in news? So European Union Finance Minister officially approved the Bulgaria accession to Eurozone, and setting the adoption date from January 1, 2026. It will officially have the currency of Euro. So till now they were using their own different currencies, exclusive currencies, but now they are getting on the Eurozone, means the common currency of all the country. Bulgaria being the 21st country among the European countries to get into the Eurozone. And so how it is linked to UPSC syllabus now? So in GS2 it is being very crucial part of regional groupings, and these are the Bulgaria, the group of Eurozone. The UPSC might ask the group of Eurozones, and the questions can be arised in this way. So which of the following are recently joined for Eurozone, and maybe in the chronological order, or maybe in the whatever the order, but UPSC might put on the questions on this way. And in GS1, so obviously this will be a potential topic or the potential question for map. So Bulgaria being the very strategic the nation and the strategic point in the global attention, so this will definitely have some importance in coming in the exam. So now let us understand some key points which are revolving around this particular topic. And so finally the European Union has approved for Bulgaria to join for the Eurozone, and from January 1, 2026, so officially they will have the Euro as a currency, and this is going to be, as I told, 21st Eurozone member, and until then already they have 20 countries, and among all the 20 countries, and so Bulgaria was out of the country, out of the list, and now even Bulgaria is stepping in. So now it is going to be like a 21st country and having official currency and of euro, and until now it has its own currency, and now it is getting into euro. And yes, it is having, as I emphasize, it is a very strategic location in the global arena, and so which will share the border with Romania. So I will just show it in the map, you can see here. So Bulgaria, as I told, it is very strategic location, and which share the border with Romania and Serbia and North Macedonia and Greece and Turkey also. So these are the border sharing countries, and so the best part is even the Black Sea is also sharing the border with Bulgaria here. So and this definitely has a potential of coming up in the exam, and if not in the UPSC, definitely in all other competitive exams it has a potential. So yes, we shall expect, and the expectance, the probability of coming in the exam is higher. So yes, you should be well versed with the map part of this particular topic. And yes, there is some ethnic tensions going between Greece and Bulgaria, so and along with the North Macedonia, so which has always been a issue for the Bulgaria, and there is some long pending tensions which these particular countries are having. But however, those disputes are never done, they're never going to end up in the sooner days. But yes, that is one of the tensions that they are having. And yes, in terms of economic milestone, yes, Bulgaria is economically stronger and politically being more standard in the nation. So now I hope you guys understood about the topic, and we'll move forward to the next important topic of the week. And so yes, so Kiladi excavation as literally one of the major discussion that took place in the week, and based on that, and the going forward some development happened, and Tamil Nadu sends charcoal samples for AMS dating. So now we will try to understand what is AMS dating, and so what is the importance of this particular technology, and why are we sending out for that, and are we lacking in technology in India itself to assess or test it. So why it was in news? So the Tamil Nadu State Department of Archaeology has sent 23 charcoal samples to the beta analysis laboratory, which is in US actually. So and so far we do not have that set up in India, so that's we have to send it to the other country like US, which they are having the technology to assess it, and which is like AMS stands for accelerator mass spectrometry, and which will which will determine the dating, what exactly the specific age of that particular material or the metal or whatever the tools that we get out of the excavation. So how it is linked with the UPSC, let us understand. So in GS1 it is playing a very crucial role in art and culture part, so archaeological sources, and in GS3 science and technology and development in science, and obviously it has a potential of coming in the prelims also. And so now let us understand the about this particular technology, AMS technology, which is accelerator mass spectrometry. And so you must have heard about the carbon 14. So using that we usually assess and know the actual age of the the tool. But however, now the carbon 14 level by accelerating ions to high kinetic energies followed by the mass spectrometric analysis. So now along with the carbon 14 the analysis, so the mass spectrometric analysis also being integrated, so that to get the accurate and the near to accurate result for this, and higher accuracy. Yes, so it gives a more precise and faster than conventional radiocarbon dating method. So radiocarbon dating method, so we have used it for all the IVC material that we got excavated, and so but however now the technology got advanced and it is more faster and precise than the what do you call, the radiocarbon dating method. So using C14 and the using AMS. So now application area, so we can use, it has been used widely in archaeology and geology and paleoclimatology also. And coming to the Tamil Nadu State Department Archaeology, so they have established, the aim is to, and the objective of this particular initiative is to establish the timeline for recent archaeological excavation in Tamil Nadu, so as to ensure that the the history can be properly and understood, and there won't be any issues in among that. So, and however, there is a global collaboration that involves, so the scientific partnership with international laboratories for dating validations, and now India is getting collaborated with the US, thus we do not have the technology henceforth. So, and this is the the samples that we have collected, and there are multiple other samples. So we got out of the Kiladi excavation. So all those tools are being sent, the samples have been sent, and so for those samples, so around 23 charcoals have been sent now. So whatever the charcoal that we got out of the Kiladi excavation, so those have been sent, and now we will get the result, and based on that we may get an idea that how far and how old the this particular civilization was. So yes, moving forward, yeah, now let us understand about the Vistar, India's first indigenous diving support vessel, which was again very much in news. And when it comes to the defense technology, every year and very frequently we get to see the questions in UPSC, and yes, insofar as defense technology and science and technology is concerned, so UPSC is being very close to it, and every year nearly around 15 plus questions directly are from the science and technology part, and within that the defense technology is a favorite topic of UPSC. So being that, so this year again, so big technological development that the India has shown, and which indigenizing the India's vessel diving vessel support technology that we have developed by indigenously. Sorry. So now let us understand why it was in news. First of all, so the Vistar vessels was recently delivered to Indian Navy by Hindustan Shipyard Limited at the Visakhapatnam, and it is India's first indigenously designed and constructed diving support vessel. So a diving support vessel is nothing but like which will support for the submarines and the submergence of ocean, and to safeguard the sea, and to keep the radar on the country, and it is for many other part. We will discuss that in the going forward, and how it is linked with UPSC. Let us understand. So it plays a very crucial role in GS3, so which is science and technology, defense technology, and obviously it has a very potential of coming in prelims also. So prelims, current affairs, science and tech part, so which has a high potential of coming. So this is the the what do you call, the Vistar recently got inducted to Indian Navy, and yeah, going forward, so we'll understand what are the key developments that has been happened around this. So first of all, it is an indigenous capability, first home built DSV it is, and showcasing India's progress in naval shipbuilding and self-reliance. So under the Atmanirbhar Bharat, yes, so we are focusing on building our own defense equipments, which is highly appreciable, and we are being one of the global competitor in terms of production of the defense technology now, and we might in coming days we might definitely make in such a bulk that we will start exporting the defense tools and technology. And insofar as the technology is concerned, so India is working in the front foot so as to ensure that we will become more self-reliant, and this is not new for India. So India had the very ship and the naval technology and the naval related defense technology from the Chola's time period, and from then the evolution started, and now we are having the advanced technology in the same manner. And yeah So this is the advanced diving technology, and which is equipped with deep sea saturation diving up to 300 meter, with a side diving stage of dives up to around 75 meter. So which has a high the capability of diving up to 75 meter, and it is a multi-role vessel, so which can which can function as a mothership. So and which will work as a deep submarines rescue vessel. So many times what happens, the submarines get absconded in the under the sea, and so to get them back, so it is like it work as a rescue vessel, and so yeah, it can be used for the conduct of rescue operation for many other events. So and there is a strategic behind this designation, designing, and so it measures around 118 meter in length and with nearly 10,000 tons tonnage, and contains state of art and diving support systems. And yes, so that is one of the strategic design that is being built so as to ensure that it is helping the needs and the immediate requirement of the Navy. And yes, under the Atmanirbhar Bharat, so this has been taken up as an initiative, and most of the the technologies and most of the induction of the defense technologies are happening under this program. And yeah, this is going to be one of the very important topic for the UPSC prelims. So going forward, we'll understand the next one. So Northeastern Region District STG Index 2023-24 was released recently. So we'll understand so what exactly the Northeastern Region District Sustainable Development Growth Index is all about. So why now it is all of a sudden a news, and what is sustainable development growth in terms of the Northeast region. So why was in news? The second edition of Northeastern Region District Sustainable Development Growth Index, the report was released by Niti Aayog, and highlighting the district wise performance. So each and every district wise performance have been decoded and been shown in the report, and so which were goals across the 8 northeastern states, all the 8 which is being conducted for all the 8 states, like all the 8 states of the northeastern states. And now we'll try to link this with the UPSC syllabus, and in GS2 obviously it has the potential of coming in governance, and it is a syllabus of sustainable development growth and inclusive growth in GS3, which is the economy part. So and I will understand what are the key points and the key developments around this program. So it is a joint initiative developed by the Niti Aayog and the Ministry of Development of Northeastern region, and with the technical support of United Nations Development Program. So it is not individually dealt by any of the department. It is being integratedly done, or the joint initiative taken by all these departments, and so where United Nations Development Program is also part of it, and means like they technically supported this particular initiative. And district level focus. So in order to measure the growth and the sustainable development growth of that particular state, so they are measuring from the micro level, so from the district level to advanced level, so which measures the sustainable development performance at the district level in the all the 8 northeastern states. And the index framework, so which follows the methodology of Niti Aayog Sustainable Development in Growth India's index adapted to regional context. So whatever that has been adopted to the state sustainable development growth analysis or the parameter, the same has been as done to the district wise analysis. So whatever that whatever that has been imposed, or whatever the parameters that has been done to assess the SDG of country, the same has been taken up to state also now. So which is important. And now it is a data driven governance, and aims to enable the evidence based policy making and resources allocation. So as long as we do not get the proper development growth report, so we do not have the accurate data, so on which so the state should act upon. So now based on the report, so definitely we have an idea that what particular area which is a focused area, and based on that the development can happen. And so it is there is no doubt out that this is the data driven governance. And the first edition, so the initial version was released in 26 August 2021, and building the building the foundation of this ongoing effort. So going forward, so the second one is River Seine reopens for the public bath after 100 years of its closure. So this particular becomes again very strategically important place, and this river is being often discussed in news recent days, and why it is in news, and where exactly it locates, and why it becomes so important in the prelims exam. Let us understand. So first of all, why it was in news. So after more than a cluster, the Toka Islands after more than a century long ban, so it was being banned for more than a century, so it was being locked up, and the river was not opened. So now, but there is a strategical reason for closing this particular river. So now let us see why it was being all of a sudden open for the public. So the River Seine, which is in Paris actually, so officially reopened for the public bath on last Saturday, and so which happened for such event since 1923. So after 1923, it was closed in 1923, and now in 2025, so the river is being opened for public bathing. So in what area of the UPSC it is important? So it is important in world geography, major rivers and drainage system, so where it becomes very important for the map based question. So you can see here, so this particular map particularly sees about the river. So this is the River Seine, and this is called the lower Seine, and this is upper Seine of the river, and which shares the border with which is Paris based, the border is being shared with the Paris, and this literally becomes a strategically important point here. And this particular question may have the high probability of appearing in the prelims. So, and it also have the importance of coming in the environment conservation and the rejuvenation of water bodies. So why it was being closed for 100 years, for 10 continuous decades, is nothing but to rejuvenate the polluted water body, and to so it is being claimed that after all 100 years, so it is being historic reopening. So the public swimming is resumed after 101 years as part of the Paris Urban River Rejuvenation Plan. So the river has been rejuvenating since 100 years. Now it is being stated that the river is good to good to keep open for the public, and the river is open. And considering the geographical facts, so France second longest river it is. So one of the fact which has a potential of coming in prelims also, should be note on this. And after the Loire, so Loire is the so France second longest river after the Loire river, and stretches the 775 kilometer through the northern France. So and which you should be noting down here, and which is a Paris basin, so which has a base on Paris actually, and the Seine drains basin about 79,000 square kilometer, covering the much of the northern France. And so with respect to the environmental revival, yes, the cleanup is a very part of this preparation, and in 2024 Paris Olympics were event like triathlon and was scheduled in the river itself. And so though it was not open, but still so in 2024 Paris Olympics were being they were scheduled in the river itself. And the global significance was, so this effort reflects the urban sustainability and the river restoration models. And so what India gets to learn from this particular the initiative is, so even India is being focusing on the Ganga rejuvenation program initiative from very long, and so most of the rivers treating process is still under long pending process. And so what are the technology that they have used, and why does it take 100 plus years to rejuvenate an year, and why it was under closure? This is a important aspect of knowing in this particular topic. So going forward, yeah. over 1,000 earthquakes hit Toka Islands, Japan. So Japan is being highest earthquakes having country in the world, and so every year it is prone and vulnerable to many disasters that happens. So Japan is prone to earthquake. Japan is prone to tsunami. Japan is prone to flood, and Japan is prone to some attacks, and it was being totally destroyed and demolished by the the bomb attack by US. But after all this still Japan sustains and stays strong in terms of their GDP and their functions in the economic terms. So that is one thing which is very important here to note here. So though the Japan is prone to all the natural calamities as well as the man-made calamities, but still what is important is so how strong they are in terms of their economy in the global arena. So now let us understand why exactly it is in news. So it is in news because the rare seismic cluster of Toka Island in southern Japan have experienced over 1,000 earthquakes in the past 2 weeks. Just in the 2 weeks, so just in the 2 weeks, same country island is experiencing around 1,000 earthquakes. So and drawing the attention of geologists and the disaster management agencies. So 1,000 earthquakes, so which is literally not a simple thing to know here, because if the same has been happened within the Japan, where the mobility of the people exists, so it would have been a big disaster. But since it is a island where the human existence are too less, so whatever the earthquakes that are happening, which are lesser in magnitude, which are not so destructive in nature, so thus which is not making so much of harm to the Japan, but still that is a danger sign which is being passed to the Japan. So now with this topic we will try to link with our syllabus, and earthquake, so being one of the important topic of geography in paper 1, and in paper 3 it is the topic of disaster management and earthquake preparedness. So let us understand some key points under this. And seismic surge, so over 1,000 tremors reported, so more than 1,000 tremors have been reported. Tremors are nothing but the rigorous shake of the earth is called tremors, and indicating the intense tectonic activities in the region. So yes, there is in Japan is a highly prone area where the intense tectonic events or the movements always happen, and the location is the Toka Island in the south of Kyushu Islands. So overall Japan is a group of islands, and within that the Toka Island is in extreme south to the Japan. And so again, with respect to the map, this might become the very important thing. So you can see here in the short, so the Japan the Toka Islands come somewhere in the extreme south of the Japan. So and administrative note, it's also known as the Toshima Highlands and administered as the Toshima Mura. So it is being also called as the Toshima Islands. And geological importance is the region sits on the Pacific Ring of Fire. So Pacific Ring of Fire is nothing but like where so all the volcanic activities that happens. So that ring of fire is called as Pacific Ring of Fire, which covers all the Pacific region of the global and making it very prone to the frequent earthquake and volcanic activity. So due to the rigorous earthquake that is being happening, so the volcanic disruptions also being happening, and which is very much prone to these disasters. And that is a geological importance. And the preparedness and measures, Japanese authorities have increased the monitoring and public alertness in the region. So though there is no lot of habitations of human, but still that whatever the less habitation that they have, so they have already alerted, and the preparedness is highly important, and Japan certainly does very well in that sense. And yes, going forward, India has ranked the 4th most equal society in the World Bank Gini Index. So India is ranking the 4th, which is really a good thing, and insofar as this particular index is concerned. So whenever it comes negative, so we do not accept, and whenever it comes in terms of positive, so we become happy. But yes, so some surveys are being conducted very with all the authenticity and with certain considering some serious parameters. So with respect to World Bank Gini Index, so which is being considered as one of the accurate surveys that are being conducted, and India is ranked around as a fourth country in terms of having income equality in the all the major economies. So the first is being USA, and the second being China, and third being United Kingdom, and the fourth being India, being 25.5 points the Gini index that we are having. So now let us see why it was in news. It was in news because according to the World Bank, India has been ranked as the world's fourth most equal society with the Gini index of 20.55, and surpassing all G7 countries and G20 countries in the income equality. So and India was always had this problem, being India inequality highly exists in the Indian society, but however inequality in terms of economy, so it doesn't mean that there is no poor exist in the society, but what it does means is there is equality in the income status, whatever that they are getting. Even if they are getting 100 rupees, maybe the majority of the people are having the 100 rupees as an income, so it doesn't mean that they are rich. So so let us map the syllabus, and GS3, it comes in Indian economy, exclusive growth and income distribution, inclusive growth and income distribution, and GS2 GS2 it comes in international reports and the indices. So which this can also be used in essay and ethics to quote as a facts and datas. And with respect to the key points analysis, so we'll understand what exactly Gini index is all about. A measure of income or wealth inequality ranging from 0 to 1. So perfect equality, 0 is perfect equality, and 1 is perfect inequality. So Gini index which measures the income or wealth inequality in this society, and that is the Gini index is all about. And India scored 25.5, which is really a good, and indicating very low income disparity as compared to other developed nation. So and so in the global context, India has outperformed by trespassing G7 and G20 and literally performing better as compared to many other countries who are who are developed and who are having higher income inequality. Origin of index, so it developed in 1912 by Corrado Gini, who is a person the person who developed it. And so the policy implication is, so it reflects India's redistributive measures and inclusive growth policies through real world disparity may still be a kind of which may continue to be persisting. So now what we can ensure from this is like India's distribution of resources have been done equally, and there is no issue in that. Post independence, so until now, so whatever the development with respect to the distributions of the resources and distribution of what do you call the pay, ensuring the pay and all, so it is being playing a very crucial role in getting to reaching the fourth country in the world. So the main the curse what do you call the key point of this particular topic is, so how the resources are being distributed, and are those resources are being distributed equally. And in in the past, in case if we can get to see, so the resources are being unequally distributed and was being encroached and dominated by certain class of people, but later on over the time period, so the certain laws and rules and regulations have been brought up by the governments, and so ensured that the resources are not accumulated at one particular person, and it is being redistributed and distributed among the mass. So yeah, going forward. So Google launched AMED API, so which is application protocol, interface, and which will monitor the crop in India now. So to monitor the crop, so the Google has developed this unique the technology, which is going to be very helpful in the coming days. And yeah, so it is in news because Google has launched agricultural monitoring and event detection, AMED, agricultural monitoring and event detection. So and that is an application API, it's a software, and which is aimed at providing the field level crop and farm activity data across the India. So and which supports the precision of agriculture and farm analytics. So now so many of the youths are really interested in agriculture and farming, those students especially who are those youths which are like fed up of working in the long hours of IT and all. They are turning into the farmers and the modern farmers using the technology. So and this technology would definitely kind of a problem solving potential it has, and which will guide the modern farmers to accurately use the technology and use the stuffs to get the better yield in the farming. So in the UPSC syllabus you can get this particular syllabus seen in GS3 technology and in agriculture, economy, and in science and technology also. And yeah, and coming to the key points of it, and the purpose of AMED is to monitor the crop and agricultural events at the individual field level across the India. So to monitor means what? So whatever the the fertilizers or the menus that the that particular crop is required, and how much water or the rain that particular crop is required, how much the potential the soil conditioners, or including all the aspects, so which will measure and which will give the data. Based on that, so a person without having any expertise, a modern farmer can get on to the field. And the data coverage, it provides details on crop type and the crop season and the field size and historical activity data. So historical activity data is something which is very unique in this in technology. So whatever the farming activity that has been taken up in past 3 years, so those are being stored in the data, so that based on that 3 years of activity, so you will have a definite idea about what crop that you can plant. So that is one of the best part of this particular technology, and it benefits farmers obviously for the better yielding the crop management through the tailored recommendations for soil, water, climate and growth stages. So for tailored recommendation for specific crops, whatever the soil that specific the crop requires, and what how the amount of water and the manures and the fertilizer that particular crop requires. So this will be a kind of a technology which will go on recommending the important thing. And yield forecasting, it also help us to predict the harvest volume, means whatever the yield or the outcome that we are getting out of the out of this, so we will have that scope for predicting it, how much we may get. So that is one of the another good thing. So and digital agriculture, yes, it is boosting again data driven and decision making through the remote sensing and AI integration. So going forward, yes, obviously everything is getting into AI associated, and now the agriculture being aided by the AI and the technology would definitely a game changer. So yes, this particular you can see the technology. So this is how you can monitor. You can just in the tip of your fingers you can monitor and you can assess everything about your farm. So now let us understand the Tribhuvan Sahakari University. So the India's first cooperative the first national cooperative university, which has been established recently and launched in the India. So so which become a news, and the Union Home and the Cooperation Minister inaugurated Tribhuvan Sahakari University in Gujarat, and making it the India's first ever such national cooperative university. And so the cooperative university is nothing, the cooperation, first of all we should understand what exactly cooperative societies and cooperation is. Cooperation is nothing but, cooperative society is nothing but a group of people are working for the common aim and common objective. So in this particular what do you call, the initiative is being taken up by the government, and it is being already launched, and it aligning with the vision of Sahakar se Samriddhi, so which is going to be a very important keyword, so which you can use in your mains answers, and especially in GS2, which plays a very crucial role, and also you can use this in essay also, so which has a high potential. So these sort of keywords and the sayings are very important to note down, and this has a potential of coming in GS2, government policies and the intervention, the cooperative sector, and so again education related thing, reforms and institutional framework, so which has a high potential of coming in essay, means you can use it in essay and ethics also. So let us understand the key points. So legal status of this particular university, yes, this university will be registered under the Societies Registration Act 1860, like as common all societies get registered. This also being registered under that. And educational scope, this particular university offers degrees, diploma and PhD courses in cooperative management, law, finance and rural development, and this specifically focus on these areas, like it will provide degree, diploma in cooperative management, law, finance and rural development, not on any other thing. Specifically we are focused, these programs are focused on cooperative management and law related to cooperative management and finance related to cooperative society, and sectoral focus. So this will focus on this specific sector, the cooperative sector, and where the target skill development in dairy, fisheries and agriculture and credit cooperative societies will be focused, and those are the targeted skills where they can use in. And the training goal, it aims to train around 20 lakh professionals in 5 years for the cooperative ecosystem, and which is really a big target, and so we should look forward to see how it is going to be achieved. And the policy alignment, it supports the capacity building and self-reliance in the cooperative movement. So self-reliance movement under the Atmanirbhar Bharat, yes, in everywhere we are getting linked with Atmanirbhar Bharat, so that is a kind of a keyword that you can use everywhere in your answer, that is possibly having a good impact. So it is being launched recently by the minister, and in Gujarat actually. So this is having some good potential of coming in exam. So again coming to the second, another topic, which is Talas initiative for tribal student in EMERS. Sorry. So Talas. So this was being highly discussed again, which is related to the tribal university and tribal education related, and let us understand why it was all of a sudden again came to news. So the National Education Society for Tribal Student, NEST, which we call as, and under the Ministry of Tribal Affairs, in partnership with the United Nations International Children Emergency Fund, UNICEF India, launched Talas initiative to enhance the all-round development of tribal students. Tribal students in the Ekalavya Model Residential School. So Ekalavya Model residential schools are specifically focus upon the holistic the upskilling of students. So under which, so this will fall into two papers, paper 2 GS2 of the UPSC mains, and welfare schemes and the vulnerable sections of the tribal, and education, digital platforms and earning of initiative, polity and also governance, and some set in the society also. And key points of it. So the meaning of Talash, let us understand what is Talash is all about. So Talash, usually it is a Hindi term. Talash means search. So here are you searching for skill kind of thing, it stands for tribal aptitude and life skills and self-esteem hub. Talash is nothing but tribal aptitude, life skills and self-esteem hub, and first of its kind is it is very first in the national program and focused on specifically on the tribal students, and to upskill them in all the parameters so that they can become self-reliant again. And it is a digital platform. It offers the tools for self-discovery, skills and career planning, and career planning of the student. And empowerment goals, it promotes the self-awareness and informed career decisions and personal growth about the students. And students those who are enrolled in EMRs, Ekalavya model residential schools across India, are enhancing the tribal youth empowerment through the digital education. So digitalization of education has a very crucial role again in the India, and along that some of the flagship programs which are being launched like Talas, so which will definitely uplift the students who are from the tribal community. So going forward, India's astronaut who recently went to International Space Station, so he connected two students through like a ham radio from International Space Station. So the astronaut Shubhanshu Shukla, who has been who we can claim proudly that one of the Indian who is part of the Indian Space Station program recently which is being launched, and who interacted directly from there with the students by using the the technology called ham radio from International Space Station. So the core objective of this particular topic is to focus on what exactly this technology is all about, and how this communication technology are being used in past and how it is being used in current. So, with respect to the syllabus, which obviously comes in GS3 and GS2 also, and in GS3 it is regarding science and technology. In GS2 it comes under the governance, regulatory bodies and disaster management mechanisms. And let us understand what is ham radio is all about. So ham radio is nothing but a licensed non-commercial radio communication service used for education, disaster response and global outreach. So it should be to deal with this, to use the ham radio, any person who is above the age of 12 years can take the license, and he can operate the radio with a license issued by the Ministry of Information Technology. So yeah, and space to earth interaction. The International Space Station communication demonstrated space based connectivity with the students in India. So it demonstrated and shown exactly how this particular technology can be used, and which is being already used in certain cases in the past so far, and especially the Buzz earthquake that took place in 2001, and Indian Ocean tsunami that took place in 2004, and Uttarakhand flood that took place in 2013. So through this the communications were being built rapidly, and the quick rescue response response teams were able to perform better in the rescuing. So and scope and communication, it enables the hyper local and global and space based contact independent of mobile and internet networks. So that is one. And STEM engagement. So in terms of education, again it is helping in the STEM is nothing but science, technology and engineering and mathematics, and which will engage the students in building their skills respect to the technology. So going forward again so CRISPR-Cas9 used to boost the phosphate uptake in japonica rice. So which is again one of the the topic. The japonica rice usually being built in being highly seen in China actually. So we'll try to see what exactly this particular topic is all about. Again, when it come to the rice related topic in the PYQ, we have got to see multiple times this being a topic, and let us see what exactly this particular topic is all about and why it was in news. So the scientists at the National Institute of Plant Genome Research, so in Delhi, which locates in Delhi, have successfully applied CRISPR-Cas9 gene editing to enhance the phosphate uptake and transport in japonica rice varieties. So japonica is one of the rice variety, and to increase and enhance the phosphate uptake in the what do you call, in this particular crops. So the gene editing is being done, and the significant advancement of the agricultural and biotechnology. So yes, of course it is going to be a very significant and advanced technology in the in the farming sector. So where you are editing the gene of it, and where you are what do you call, enhancing the phosphate uptake of the plant for the better yield of a crop. So you can see here the non-CRISPR, like the non-edited one and the edited one. So the gene edited with the high phosphate has a high yield, and the the less phosphate uptake so has a less yield. So this particular syllabus comes under the topic of GS3, the paper GS3, science and technology, biotechnology and its application, and GS3 again, the major crops in agricultural topic of economy. So now let us understand what is Japonica rice. It is one of the two major rices of Oryza sativa. So the other being indica, grown in northern and eastern chain and parts of the world, other parts of the world. So but it is majorly grown in north and northern and eastern China. And the grain features, the Japonica rice has short and medium grains, and it is harder and thicker, and also it is stickier than the regular white rice that we grow. And the CRISPR-Cas9 role is like it will edit the gene. It is the gene editing tool actually, which is used to enhance the plant's ability to absorb and transport the phosphate. It will build the ability of a plant to absorb the phosphate and use it for the better growth and transport the phosphate, an essential nutrient of the plant growth. So phosphate is the essential nutrient, so which everyone must be knowing about, and the nutrient efficiency. It improves the soil's nutrient utilization, reduces the reliance on chemical phosphate fertilizers. So now for basically what in India farmers uses NPK, like nitrogen, potassium, and the phosphate, which are being taken through the multiple other fertilizers. But now through this, so you are building that, you are improving the efficiency of the crop itself by editing it, editing the gene, so that it will have its own ability of taking the phosphate from the available resources and convert it. And agricultural impact, so yes, which will lead to the better crop productivity, especially in the phosphate deficient soils, with a lower environmental impact. And ultimate outcome of this is like you will have a better yield and the better output. So now let us understand, which is one of the heartbreaking news that took place recently. So Vatsala was a elephant, so a female elephant, so which lived its all lifetime, and which passed out in recent. And so let us understand a bit more about this. And it died in the Panna Tiger Reserve in Madhya Pradesh, and which is one of the important event that took place in the recent days. And Vatsala believed to be the one of the Asia's oldest elephant it was, and in the Asia, in all Asia, it was being one of the oldest elephant, which passed at the age of over 100. So it was around 100 plus years. So in the Panna Tiger Reserve. So again, Panna Tiger Reserve is in news, so it becomes important, and which is in Madhya Pradesh. And she was known for leading the elephant group within the reserve. Within the reserve forest. So and let us understand in which paper it has a potential of coming. So in GS3, environment and biodiversity and conservation, and in GS1, Indian geography, so protected areas and wildlife. So usually elephants doesn't live so longer, and but in this particular case, it's very exceptional cases among all the elephant which has lived in past, and which has lived around 100 plus years, which is really a good, and which through which we can claim that how good the government is working towards safeguarding the the what do you call, wildlife sanctuaries, and the elephants and any other animals. So by focusing especially on that areas. And so let us understand some key developments. The longevity milestone is Vatsala lived for more than a century, a rare age for the elephants in the wild or captivity. So whether it is captivity or under wild, so it is a very rarest cases that the elephant has lived. And leadership role, so she was one of the matriarch of elephant. So matriarch means she was being highly dominating elephant in the group of elephants, and so played a very vital role in patrolling and forest monitoring. And the location, so she passed away in Panna Tiger Reserve, and which is a key conservation area in Madhya Pradesh, and a symbol of conservation. Yes, so it represents the government's effect, whatever the effort that they are putting in wildlife care and protected areas management. And emotional and ecological losses, yes, definitely it is an emotional loss, and as well as ecological loss, and this death will definitely a significant loss for that particular conserve in the forest. And however, so going forward, this would be a lesson for other states to focus and specially monitor the those reserves and the elephants and other animals to ensure that they live their life thoroughly and fully without getting diluted their lifestyle. And yeah, with this I will complete the today's session, and we will come up with the some more interesting topics and interesting the initiatives coming days. And so along the side, I would want to say something very interesting, and we are launching a program called Sarthak, which is a Sarthak mentorship program, which is a year-long mentorship program in which we will be specifically focusing on the students from all the background, and we will be mentoring them throughout the year, and we are ensuring that each of the student who are getting on board and who are under our guidance, who are clearing the exam, will get 1 lakh rupees reward in case if they clear the prelims. So admissions for the mentorship program have already started, and I will welcome on all the students on board, and kindly call for the below mentioned number for the further queries regarding the program. And welcome, and thank you for your patience, and we'll see you in the next week with the same session. And please stay tuned with the video, and try to share these videos among your peer groups, and give a like and comment and give us your feedback to improve our initiative further. And thank you. Take care.